So, have you ever had an idea pop into your head and you are pretty much sure that this is going to be fabulous, and you think it through and you figure out exactly how you want to execute it, and then you do, and then you realize it didn't turn out the way you thought it would, and you're basically left with a pile of nasty crap? Well, that's what happened in this case. So, I am going to show you what went down. All right, so my vision was to have a sort of really kind of a retro-y looking cake with bright rainbow colors and like a heart motif, and the extruded lines were sort of weaved together and the colors would sort of intermingle into this bright pattern. Well, what I didn't anticipate was that when you put the clay through the extruder, the colors wouldn't stay separate and they would instead sort of blend all together to create kind of like muddy colors. I didn't realize that's what would happen. I assumed that when you put the colors in the extruder one way, they would come out that way, just in sort of a blended, pattern. But that's not what happened. What happened was the last color in was the first color out. That's expected. But all the colors in the middle would sort of smash together. And then somehow magically, the first color out was also the last color out. I don't know how it got at the beginning and the end, but it did. And that is a mystery still. Okay, so I'm still chugging along at this point. I don't hate it. I don't love it because, like I said, the colors in the middle got a little darker than what I wanted them to be. Also, can I just mention that I began regretting my decision to make the background this blue? I was trying to avoid white, but at this point I was thinking white probably would have been a better choice. But whatever, what's done is done, and we're still going to move on. Now, this next step is where I start to accept that this is going to be a failed mission. When I start rolling it out and the center hearts start smashing together into some unrecognizable shape, I think to myself, this is ugly. But maybe it'll look better on the cake. Nope, still ugly. So I decided to try again, fix the problems in the first one. I start out with a very clear heart for the center, right? I stick with colors that won't muddy. I change to a white background. So surely this one's going to be stunning. I just know it, right? Nope. That's not what happens on this one either. I don't know what I was thinking, but then I start going with some sort of willy-nilly color palette, which kind of looks like something a toddler would create, which, not to knock little kid art, some of my favorite art out there, but that is not what I was going for here. But that is indeed what I achieved. So at this point, once I start seeing that it's going down the wrong lane and I'm really not liking it, I'm getting irritated. My mood has changed. All of a sudden, I'm pretty grouchy, but I'm going to see it through. So I wrap the cake and I decide I probably hate this one even more than the first one. But I made a topper with some scraps, give it a cute backdrop, and I still don't love them, but the hate has been upgraded to a strong dislike.